Hi there, welcome to my two-post lift. I finally got it installed again because I've had two of these in storage. This one was right in the corner. You guys couldn't see it the whole time I was making videos. I decided, well, I've been decided, it is about time that I get this installed here because I need to move on to do these serious projects and I can't do it without my lift. So I do have another two-post lift that I can probably install here, but I'm not going to because I feel with the 4-post and this 2-post here, it's just more than enough. But I also rearranged the entire shop, so let me just show you how it looks now. So this area where I'm standing here used to have all of my Amazon products and like prepping tables, but I no longer need that because now most of that is handled by Amazon, so I no longer have to spend that much time on it and therefore giving me more time to make these videos. But I do keep products here, like some spare inventory just to resend to Amazon, which I'll show you where it is in a little bit. This section is where I have my spare inventory, just a few shelves of boxes, products. Now let's move on. Here I had more shelves, a lot of them containing Camry engine parts, but I moved that all the way over there, which that section is still a mess. I still need to organize, but now I have all of this space here. And by all this space, I mean a lot more space. A lot of space to just stretch out, for the cars to stretch out, just for me to walk, and I can have more cars, but we'll talk about that some other time. So all of this is the entire mess that I was talking about, but there's nothing to see here. Let me show you the other section. Here's a new working section. I relocated one of my toolboxes here because I thought that it would come in handy now that the 2-post is here, so the car will be here, so I don't have to keep walking all the way over there to get my tools. Now back to the point of this video, which is a 2-post lift. Let's start off by testing it out with the Raptor first. So even though I'm so happy that I have a 2-post, the only thing that I don't really like about this that is like, is positioning the arms, because you really have to make sure you get it in the proper place and just with the balancing. So let's go ahead and put that and get the Raptor set up. Okay, I checked the arms, everything looks good. So now here comes the moment of truth. Let's see if this will lift up the Raptor. So I know I can, and it's rated at 10,000 pounds. The Raptor is nowhere near that. And I've done this before, but it's been such a long time. It's been years. So I'm a little bit nervous. So let's go ahead and try. Okay, it's up there. All right, so now let's wiggle it. Let's just make sure that it's on there good. Yep. All right. It's solid. Let's keep going. It did it. The Raptor is up in the air. This is so exciting because this finally feels like I have a legit shop. So this brings back memories. Now I can work on something that I've been needing to work on the Raptor for such a long time that I've just been waiting on the lift, but it is go time. I have plenty of walking space and even a little bit extra here so I can work under the Raptor. Now this is the maximum height that the Raptor can go because this is the maximum height that the arms go. Now if this was, instead of a Raptor, if it was like, let's say like a van or an SUV that has a taller profile than the Raptor, so the lift will stop it before it hits that beam or that bar up there. So it just doesn't hit, and then that would be the maximum it could go. Luckily, the way that the Raptor is shaped, it doesn't even go up all the way up there. So exciting. I'm just so glad that I have plenty of space here to work on. This is just like, like a new discovery for me. So this is the undercarriage of the Raptor. Extremely, extremely long. I feel like I'm under a limo just because I'm not used to working on a vehicle this long, because I usually just work on my coupes. But what I need to do on the Raptor is right here. You can't see it because of the cover, but I need to do a transmission oil change, which I've just been waiting to have this lift because if not, this would be a pain. So I can finally get to that. The Raptor is also due for an oil change because this is the vehicle that gets driven the most. I also know that it needs brakes and rotors and a few other maintenance things. So now I can finally do those because the last time I did an oil change here, it was horrible. It was on the floor. I mean, you guys saw that. But now that I have the lift, that the Raptor's up, I can do all of these things and more, whatever the Raptor needs, happily and comfortably. Now it's time to lower the Raptor. All we need to do is release the locks and lower it. And just like that, the Raptor is back down on the floor. We have one more test left, and that is getting the Raptor out and bringing the Shelby back in. So that one is much different than the Raptor because the Shelby is a low profile car. So that one has a few more additional steps on the lift, so it makes it a little bit annoying, but either way, it just has to be done. So this is what I mean about it being annoying, because not only do I have to use planks to raise the car, I also have to jack the car up. And these are low profile arms. So this is just the most annoying car out of all the ones that I have because it's the most lowered. The Camaro I think would do just fine. Well, I know it would do just fine because I've used this lift before with just it being on the planks, and clearly every other car after that is fine. It's a piece of cake except for the Shelby. So let's get this jack out of the way and let's raise the Shelby. There it goes. Well, this is embarrassing. So I ended up running over a few branches a few months ago and I ended up taking a lot of them out, but this one stayed and I could not get it at all. But now I see why. Look at this. So it's folded here and it's wrapped along this wire. So I would have to cut this, well, right here, it's wrapped around this wire right here. I would have to cut it in 2 pieces to take it out, but now I finally can with my 2-post. So again, I have plenty of headspace here and more. And honestly, I haven't seen this undercarriage of the Shelby in a very, very long time because it's just been sitting there and I haven't really driven it much. By the way, this Shelby, I don't know if I ever told you guys, but it was straight piped. I was like, you know what? Because I love my Camaro, let me try it with my Shelby. I was straight piped for like, I was not straight piped. The Shelby was straight piped for like a few days. This car at full throttle is so high pitched that I was like, no, 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 I cannot do it. So I had this resonator installed and now it sounds so much better. So obviously I am so happy that I have my 2-post lift installed because now I can work on additional things for my other cars that have been needed to be taken care of. And I just haven't had the chance to because I'm like, I just cannot do this on the floor. I can't bring myself to it. And this is especially good because now I can work on these projects while the Camry project is kind of like in limbo because now that the engine is all torn apart, I just need to wait on parts so I can get these started. So for those of you waiting on Camaro content, Mustang content, Raptor content, Can-Am content, it's coming. So I'll see you then.